In this video, we're going to work on solving rational functions again. This time we're going to solve by graphing versus doing it by hand. I'm not going to do a bunch of examples. I will do one of what I think is more complicated. So number 6 on page 10 of my course pack. The reason, well, I lied. Let's do number 8 just because it's got variables everywhere and it's also got an operation. So all you do is whatever's on the left-hand side of the equals 2 sign, you put in a y equals. Whatever's on the right side of the equals, you also put in a y equals. So let's do that. So y equals, I have division 2 over x minus 3 plus 1 over x. I get a graph. My next y equals x minus 1 over x minus 3. Again, I want my answer is where these graphs intersect. So if I look right here, I can tell they intersect at 1. If you zoom out, I can see this dot here is 0, 0.033, but if I look, the graphs are not touching here, so that's not a solution. That's the y-intercept of the blue graph. And then so I'll zoom out. Now, as I'm zooming out, you notice that I have my cursor flashing on one of the functions. If I zoom out 1, 2, 3 times, and I don't see any more gray dots, I'm going to assume that this is the only solution. Now, let's just say if this was a multiple choice test and A was 1, B was 500, C was both A and B, and D was no solution. How will we do this? Well, instead of using y equals, you just give each y equals a specific name. So I would call it f of x. And I'd call the other one g of x. It doesn't matter the name, as long as the name of the functions are the same. And then you just evaluate it at your answer choices. So you could say f of 1, that's going to give me a value. I could then say g of 1 is going to give me a value. These two numbers are the same, so it's good. I then try my next answer choice, 500. How they come up with 500, I don't know. I don't care. The only thing I'm doing is verifying if the answer is right or wrong. Well, 0.006 and 1.000 are two different values, so that's wrong, which makes B wrong. It also makes C incorrect because it says B was part of the answer, which we just said was wrong. And then no solution is also wrong because we already proved that answer choice A or the value 1 worked. So that's just another way you can solve by graphing as well.